2 or 3 easy questions and then a tricky one. Are you up for that? Right. So first one is, what do you think of animals, basically?
Animals? Well, I would
What's your name, first of all? Tell me.
Sorry, my name's Dwayne.
Right. I'm Cliff. Pleased to meet you. So animals. What do you think of animals?
Well, I was brought up in a family that my mum and dad had pet shops. So that's why I was brought up in like an animal-friendly society.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? We had dogs, we had all sorts of animals all my life.
Okay. So the sign then is obviously says animal abuse. What do you think of animal abuse or people who abuse animals?
I think it's absolutely disgraceful. Like, I've got my wee dog here. You know, I call her my wee baby, so I do. So yeah,
lovely, man.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. So yeah, I think animals should be treated just the same way as children should be treated.
I agree. See, there you go. I think animals are innocent, like children.
Yeah, absolutely.
And therefore, it's up to us to protect them.
Yeah.
So let me ask you another question. If somebody grabbed her from you,
yeah,
and started kicking her and stuff, what would you do about that, or what would you think?
I wouldn't be too happy. I don't know what to do, but I would probably have. I wouldn't be happy.
You'd probably put yourself in harm's way to try and protect her, I would imagine.
Absolutely, absolutely, I would.
Okay, so right, the last question, it's the main reason I'm here, although I'm against all animal abuse, is what about the animals that we take in the slaughterhouses? We hang them upside down, shoot them in the head, cut their throat, stuff like that. What do you think of that? And I'm not here to judge you, man, because I used to pay for it too. I'm just asking people to think about that too.
Yeah,
that if you think kicking a dog's bad, hold on a sec. Bobby, come on. I think you tried to smash that window there.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? What's your thoughts, genuinely?
My thoughts are not there. I'm not a vegetarian or a vegan or anything like that there, right? But
Bobby?
Come here. So I do eat a bit of meat, like, you know what I mean? But in my opinion...
She's taking over here.
Yeah. In my opinion, cows and stuff, you're on about cows and all that there. Like,
cows, pigs, sheep, ducks, chickens, all those animals. What do you think?
I believe God put them on the planet, you know what I mean, to make us survive and to let us eat. But we're not going to sit and eat a dog.
When you say that, are you Christian? Or do you just believe in God, generally?
Well, I went to Sunday school, I believe in God. I'm not a Christian, but I went to Sunday school, like.
I did too. I think, you see, if you look, I don't believe the Bible anymore. I was brought up in the Gospel Hall, man, I'm sure you know what that is. Like brethren, did Bible study for years, but if you look in Genesis, the first time God supposedly spoke to human beings was in Genesis 1:29, where he told you what to eat, and that was all the fruits and vegetables and seed-bearing plants. It was only after the flood in the Bible that he allowed human beings to eat animals for a certain time, but that was because there was no other food. Necessity, in other words. So if there's no necessity, which there isn't, because I haven't eaten animal products since I was 19. I'm 56 now and I'm thriving on it. So if you take away the necessity of doing it and you can just survive and thrive on a plant-based diet, what would be the justification? And I want to clarify, I'm not here to catch you out and I'm not here to judge you, because I paid for it too a lot of my life. I just have been to slaughterhouses and watched those animals going in and what they go through. Never mind the slaughterhouses, the farms as well. And when you see what they go through...
I'm from a farm, like, my uncle's a dairy farmer. So yes, he's a dairy farmer and a beef farmer, like.
Okay. So let me ask you a couple of questions. What would be the justification if you don't need to? What do you think?
Say again?
What would be the justification for taking animals in the slaughterhouses when you don't need to?
There is no justification, but I believe if you want to be a vegetarian or a vegan, you can be that there. Do you know what I mean? But it's not like I'm going to eat, right? I love animals, dogs, cats, rabbits, all that. But you're not going to eat a rabbit, a cat or a dog. But I believe like cows and stuff like that there, you know what I mean? Chickens and all that there, right? Now, whenever I was being brought up, I had like chickens that was pets. I had ducks as pets.
And let me ask you this before you...
I wouldn't have killed them or eaten them.
Yeah, of course.
Because they were my pet.
Yeah.
My pet,
and you know that chickens have a personality and exactly the same way that she has.
Absolutely. The ducks used to walk. The ducks used to walk to the shop with me and stand outside the shop and walk back home with us.
Yeah, they're really smart, man. So let me ask you to look at it from a slightly different perspective. If you were the victim being taken and put onto a truck and taken to a slaughterhouse where somebody's going to shoot you in the head, cut your throat, or pigs in this country, we throw them in the gas chambers, man. I don't know if you know that or not. That's what we do to them. Suffocate them, hang them upside down, cut their throats. If you were the victim in that situation, would you think that was okay? Or would you ask that people not do that to you? Do you know what I mean? What was her? I'm asking you tricky questions, but again, I'm not judging you, man.
It's a hard question to answer. It's a really hard question to answer, but...
Have you ever thought of it like that before?
No, I haven't, no. I haven't.
It's just a new perspective, because I did it too. Yeah. I love animals, and I like you, I would never hurt an animal myself. Yeah. And I was brought up in a society where you're taught to love dogs and cats and bunny rabbits. And then these other animals, the ones we typically eat and wear, you're taught not to think about them at all. Yeah. You're taught that we need to eat them and we need to wear them for their skin. And man, it's 2023. We don't need to. Like I say, I haven't eaten an animal product in nearly 35 years.
I know.
So I'm thriving on it. The science says you can thrive on it. And if you don't have to throw pigs in gas chambers or cut the throat off chickens, because each one of those chickens is the same as your pet chickens.
I know. But see, animal abuse, in my opinion, right? Now, just in my opinion, I think it's animal abuse is more towards like your pets. I know, like, farmers has to make a living as well, you know what I mean? And that's farm, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people out here that does eat meat, you know what I mean? And I appreciate that.
And I'm not anti-farmer as well. I am vegan and an animal rights activist. I'm not anti-farmer. I'm just trying to retrain people to think of, if you think it's abusive to kick her, well then why is it okay to stab an animal?
It's a different story.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is. It's what you've been taught. Yeah, but
food. It's not like you're going to eat a dog or eat a cat or eat a rabbit, like I said.
So what if you were in Asia and you do eat dogs? Would that be okay?
That's Asia. That's not Northern Ireland.
Yeah, but they think us eating certain animals is weird. Yeah. They're not companion animals to Asian people, and therefore they're prepared to, like the Yale and Dog Festival, they bring tens of thousands of dogs to a festival, and they keep them cages and then they kill them and barbecue them. People here think that's shocking, but people in China, it depends what culture you're in, people think eating this animal's bad or that animal's bad. I just think eating all that, I think using animals at all is bad. And let me ask you a thing, you see the dairy farming thing? Have you been in and around the dairy farm? Do you know how it works?
I have indeed, yes, my uncle's a dairy farmer, so he is.
Do you think the dairy industry is cruel, yes or no?
Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not. No, you're bringing a few cows in, you're getting a bit of milk, you know what I mean? Everybody needs milk for their tea and coffee, everybody needs milk, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can use plant-based milk. But let me ask you this, so the boy calves in the dairy industry, do you know what happens to them?
The what, sorry?
The boy calves, the bull calves.
Oh, the bull calves.
So they're forcibly impregnated, right?
Yeah.
When the calves are born after 9 months, they're generally taken away from the mum.
Yep.
The girl cows go back in the industry to produce milk. What happens to the boys? Do you know?
They get killed.
Yeah. Do you not think that's cruel?
It's probably not. It's probably not right, but it's life.
Well, it's what we've always done and what we've always known. But if you can have oat milk or soya milk or coconut milk in your cereal and coffee instead,
it's not as nice.
Okay, right, I'll give you that. I love oat milk in my coffee. I love coconut milk in my cereal. Let's say it's 10% not as nice. What's more valuable to you? A slight taste difference, or shooting wee boy calves on the day they're born, or lapping them over the head with a spade or a shovel that many farmers do?
It's not that they don't lap them over the head with a spade or a shovel.
I've seen it done, man. I have seen it done.
Well, that's cruel.
I've also seen them that go to Ballymena Market on a Friday morning as a dropped calf market. You know what a dropped calf is? That's the wee boy calves. They're in there, man, at 14 days old. Some of them can hardly even stand. Tiny wee totes, and they're sent off either into the dog food market, or a lot of them are sent over to Belgium and the Netherlands now, where they stand in field pens with a chain around their neck for 16 weeks.
I know.
That's cruel. You know that's cruel, man. I know you do. And I know your family's entwined in it and stuff. I don't know who you said it was, your uncle or something?
Yeah, my uncle's a farmer.
Yeah, I just think that's cruel. I don't blame the farmer, by the way. I don't blame the farmer, I blame the consumer.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Like I say, I don't really know. Am
I twisting your mind a wee bit or no?
kind of, but here, no, it's all good. I still believe that I'm a meat eater. I'll always be a meat eater.
What if you can just replicate the same taste and the same sensation with a vegan product instead?
I don't think
would that not?
I don't think there's ever going to be the same thing as milk. Milk's good.
Have you tried?
No. Honestly, she milked in a cow. Yeah. That's not animal cruelty.
Yeah, but I think
they're only getting milked.
Okay, I'll give you that. But I think forcibly impregnating her and abducting her children away from her, because if you've been in and around the dairy farm, you will know that the mother cows are very upset when the children are taken away from them. I used to live in the countryside right beside a dairy farm.
Yeah.
When I was a child, I said to my mum, why are the cows bellowing night after night after night?
Yeah.
And she said to me, oh, it's because they took the calves away from them. Yeah. So you'll have witnessed that.
Yeah.
I thought that's something that had to happen, but it doesn't have to happen.
Yeah.
You know, you can just use another product instead, and cows don't have to be forcibly impregnated. They don't have to have their children taken away from them. Boy calves don't have to be shot. Like 150,000 in the UK killed on the day they're born last year, boy calves. Yeah. And the mother cows, what, 4 or 5 cycles of pregnancy and being milked every day, and at 6 years old maybe, where do they go? Off the slaughterhouse. So I think that's all cruel, man. I think,
in my opinion, the animal abuse thing, in my opinion, it comes, now you may disagree with me here, but I
will disagree with you. Go ahead and say it.
Yeah. So I think it comes down more to Pat's, like I said, you know what I mean? In my opinion, I think, like, see cows and pigs that they got there, that, in my opinion, they're bred to be it.
They are bred to be it. Yeah, but we don't have to. They're bred to be it, but we don't have to breed them to eat. That's my point. And to the farmer thing, they are making a living. I get you.
Yeah.
That's my final point to you, and I'll let you go because I'm sure you need to be. I'm sure you need to go. So, people say to me, farmers are making money. They need to make livelihoods to pay for their families and put food on the table, etc., etc. And I get that. But so the arms industry, people in that industry need to make money. But I wouldn't advocate that we shoot innocent people and drop bombs on innocent people just so it keeps somebody in a job. So I don't advocate that we kill innocent animals so it keeps a farmer in a job either.
If everybody become vegan, vegetarians, all that, what happens to the cows and pigs and all that there?
So it's a good question. It's a good question. I used to think the same question as well. I used to try in my head. So the world's not going to go vegan overnight like that. It's not going to happen. It's going to gradually happen, and you must see vegan products and more vegan people around, because everybody does. So as people gradually go vegan, then farmers produce what people buy. They're breeding the animals into existence. And they breed them into existence because people are buying the products, supply and demand. So as people go gradually vegan and the demand for these products going down, in the dairy industry the demand already going down.
Cows and pigs become extinct.
They'll just breed less and less animals into existence.
So then there'll be no cows, no pigs, no animals whatsoever.
I mean, there's loads of sanctuaries around with pigs and stuff, but I'm prepared to.
Like a donkey sanctuary, stuff like that there.
Yeah, but no, there's other sanctuaries. There's more than you would be aware of, even in Ireland and Northern Ireland, for sanctuaries for farmed animals, for cows and pigs, and I would support that. Having cows live for beef cows for 12 to 16 months to kill them, to bring more into existence, to kill them, to bring more into existence. Pigs the same, 6 months to get before they send to a gas chamber. Sure, when do you ever see a pig anyway? They're all indoors and shit. I don't know, have you ever been in a pig farm?
Well, yeah, I have. I used to have a pet pig. I had
and you'll know then.
Pot belly pig.
So pigs are super intelligent, man.
A small fat one. So it was.
And you'll know pigs are super intelligent.
Absolutely.
It's probably smarter than dogs. They are smarter than dogs, actually.
Young, we had 2 pet pigs. One called Pinky, one called Porky. But they just lay there all day, so they're just.
They're pigs, man, at the end of the day. But you know, on farms, they are 6 months in the most horrendous conditions. I've been in and seen them. It's f***ing diabolical. The only time they ever see sunlight or feel the wind in their face is the day they're forced onto a truck and taken to a gas chamber, like Carrow and Cookstown or Cranswick and Ballymena. And see, when they arrive, man, pigs have it figured out. The animals are terrified. So I don't think bacon's worth that when you can just eat a vegan sausage instead. And it maybe tastes a wee bit different, but I'm not going to change your mind anyway, but I appreciate the conversation. And I hope I made you think a wee bit. I
appreciate your conversation as well, so thank you very much.
I hope I made you think a wee bit.
You're getting me thinking, you are.
Good man.
Absolutely.
Good man. What did you say your name was again?
Dwayne.
Dwayne, have a good day, man. Thanks for stopping, I appreciate you, brother.
No
Let me say hello to your wee doggy again.
Yes, there you go.
Come on, darling. Oh, you're just gorgeous. Yes, there you go.